What's going on, guys? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon NBA DFS video. It is finally 2021. Hopefully, this is our year. Hopefully, this is your year. Welcome to the future. Hopefully. If this is your first time being here, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you for checking us out. If you guys have been around since the beginning, this marks Fantasy Team Advisors' 7th year of helping you DFS-wise. So, do want to welcome you back. A lot of things to cover. I'm going to change this video up a little bit just so they're not very long. So what we're going to do in this video is, just like normal, we're going to go each position. We're going to go 3 top, 3 mid, 3 value picks at each position. We have Fanduel, Draftkings, and we've added Yahoo projections. For the sake of time in this video, I'm only going to go over the Draftkings projections. If you want to see the Fanduel and the Yahoo, click the link down below. That is today's article. Should be the very first link in the description. Also in the description, I will put our Discord link. Apparently, the link expires after 24 hours, so it's an invite to the Discord channel. Just started up and running it, so not a lot of talk in there yet, but I would like to get that going. It will be members. It will be for people part of the FTA Plus community once we get a few people in there. So if you get in now, you'll be in before you have to be part of the premium content. Speaking of other content that we've put out, other pages we've built, and these are all your suggestions, whether or not you hit us up on Twitter at advisors_team, you hit us up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/fantasyteamadvisors22. We've put out a page, so you can go just fantasyteamadvisors.com, hover over NBA, best NBA Vegas odds or matchup tool. So the odds, these are yesterday. Normally, I'll try to get the matchup tool and the odds out by lunchtime on normal days where slates start at 6 or 7 p.m. So it shows the open line, the open over under current for both, and the team total. Obviously, the higher the team total, you want to get more exposure to that game via whatever players are in. The matchup tool is now, obviously, it's in its infancy, and the most amount of games anyone's played is 5. So the numbers are very skewed right now. These will obviously, kind of level out. I was thinking about not even doing this until maybe about 20 games into the season for every team, just because, as you can see, the Bulls are allowing an average of 72.4 fantasy points per game to the opposing point guard. So Westbrook was there, but that's just what I'm saying is the numbers need to even out a little bit. So we'll see how it goes a couple of days, and if we find that the matchup tool isn't a great tool right now, we'll kind of wait until we get 20 games under, maybe a third of the season under, so we can kind of feel the defense is out and stuff like that. So that is something, if you guys are interested, let me know. If you have not already been a subscriber to the page, hit that subscribe button. If you want to win a free week of NBA content, you got to be a subscriber here and all of our social media. But tell me, what player is going to score the most amount of DraftKings fantasy points tonight, and who will it be? How many points? So let's say you pick Steph Curry for 52. If he goes 53, no one else is close, you win. If you go over, it's Price is Right rules. Better luck next time. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at the article, and you can feel free to go down and click it. The more views it gets, the more I know you guys really want these articles out every day along with the videos. So without further ado, before we get into a 45-minute video, let's check this out. We do have a nice 10-game slate, which I really like. We'll update the Vegas odds when they come out. So just kind of looking, like I said, we'll go over the DraftKings fantasy points. If you want to see the FanDuel and the Yahoo projections, click the link down below. So looking at point guards today, you got Luka Doncic at 60 fantasy points, Damian Lillard at 53, and Steph Curry at 52. The mid-tier point guard value or picks that we like Chris Paul at 36 fantasy points, Mike Conley at 32, and Goran Dragic at 32. And your value picks here, Patty Mills at 20, Trey Burke at 18, and Jamal Murray at 19. Now, just so you know, these don't only mean, these are not just the only plays that we like. There are more, obviously there'll be more with our cheat sheet, but I just kind of wanted it to let you guys know that these, don't just take these and those are it. We will be playing, obviously, with more players in the player pool when we're building our lineups. Moving to shooting guard, you got Brad Beal at 52 fantasy points, Zach LaVine at 44, DeMar DeRozan at 42. Mid-tier here, Donovan Mitchell at 38, Devontae Graham at 35, and CJ McCollum at 34. Then your value picks here, you got Derrick Rose. Now, I was kind of looking for the news to see if Derrick Rose would be seeing an increase in minutes, and we can check that out. Yeah, so, I mean, his last game, he, 2 days ago, played 26 minutes, had 31.5 fantasy points. He only came in because Killian Hayes suffered an ankle sprain, and it does look like he's doubtful for this game if he's not already out. So we could be seeing D Rose coming in and get some extended minutes here and dominating. But you could see 26, he played 33 minutes, only had 21.5. 23rd, he played 27 minutes and 31.25. So his price is a little bit further down. I like him for that range. So he should be in there. He should be in for store for hopefully a good game as long as he gets starter minutes. Projected right about 31 fantasy points, pretty much where he's been hitting when he's getting the minutes. A couple more value picks here. Marcus Smart at 28 and John Conchar at 26. Moving to the small forward position, LeBron James at 52 fantasy points. Now, LeBron is, he's very capable of going off for 60 or 70. You can't really project that out. You do have those outliers that will happen. I don't want to bring that to you right now. So a nice projection of 52. Obviously, anytime that Anthony Davis is out, I'm not saying he is going to be this tonight, but anytime he's out, the projections obviously will bump up a little bit. Bogdan Bogdanovic is another top play here at 51 fantasy points. And Kawhi Leonard, as long as he starts, at 48. Mid-tier here, Jeremy Grant at 36, Gordon Hayward 36, and Tyler Hero at 35. Then your value picks here at the small forward, you got Josh Jackson at 25, Anthony Edwards at 25, and Mikal Bridges at 23 fantasy points. Moving on to the power forward position, Giannis here. 2 games ago, we were on him. He went off for a massive 32 fantasy points at his 11,000 salary. Screwed us. Then we were off of him, and he went absolutely nuts last game. We're back on him. They got a day of rest. I really like Antetokounmpo here. 56 fantasy points. Obviously, he easily could go for more than that. You got Anthony Davis at 47. His price, I never feel comfortable taking Anthony Davis only because he's made of glass. He can get hurt. He will get hurt. And it'll be the nights he gets hurt last year anyway, have seemed to be the same nights that we put him in our lineup. So I'm always weary of him. He's on my list, and it's not a good list to be on. Another top pick here, Jason Tatum at 45. Mid-tier options here at power forward, you got PJ Washington at 25. You got Jay Crowder at 22 and Kyle Kuzma at 21. A few value picks here at point guard, or power forward, sorry. Thad Young at 17, Maxi Kleber at 17, and Dario Saric also at 17 fantasy points. Moving on to the center position, we've got Mr. Joker, Nikola Jokic at 52 fantasy points. I will not be surprised if he actually goes off for more than that. I could say 60 plus here, but I didn't want to get too crazy. Jonas Valanciunas at 44. He kind of screwed us over 2 nights ago with his price, and then he just didn't get us the value we needed. Bam Adebayo at 43 fantasy points here. I really like him to lead up the top picks here. Your mid-tier picks, DeAndre Ayton at 36, Mason Plumlee, who's been killing it for us, 29, and Thomas Bryant at 28. And value picks here, Jacob Poeltl at 26, Wendell Carter Jr. at 28, and Brooke Lopez at 23 fantasy points. So there you go, guys. Those are just some of the plays. You can find that article down below. Click the link somewhere right here. Hopefully, you're able to check it all out. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to this YouTube page, definitely subscribe. We're trying to bring out more videos. I'll be working on, as long as my wife has the baby, who's teething right now, so it's been a very long week. As long as she's taking care of the baby during the day, I will be working on articles and rankings for week 17 of NFL. We're still kind of waiting on the news and notes that are coming out for the players that are in or out. We're waiting and seeing, and that'll be edited, and hopefully we'll get those videos out for you guys. I know some of you are still in season-long leagues for the 2-week championship, or you're into the week 17 championship, or DFS. We are here to help you out there. That being said, just kind of looking on DraftKings, you can kind of see that the plays that are who's in or who's out. So Towns is out, so that would bump up. And this is kind of how I'm building out the matchup tool. Looking at some stats, I look into the depth charts, which come in pretty damn handy. So with Towns being out for the foreseeable future, Naz Reid is a player that should be moving into the starting position. He started last time. Should be good here. He's still super cheap, 5,200. The only problem is, he's 100 more here, and he only got 16.75 fantasy points there. But if you look at it, Washington so far this season ranked almost dead last against center. So Naz Reid could be a value pick here at center position. Or we can just kind of go through point guard and just kind of see if anyone's out. So Kemba Walker, I don't think is really a huge thing. Let's see who would come in for him. Looking at Boston here, looking at depth charts. Yeah, Kimba's not even on here. The starter as of now is Marcus Smart, who's right above him. The only problem is, he's been averaging right around, 30-ish fantasy points at 6,300. It's not the best. So what I'm actually working on now, and I can actually show you this real quick. Let's see. Oh, you guys can't see that, can you? So if I update this, so this is going to be a chart on the website. It's going to be under the NBA tab, but normally, so each salary, so we've gone through both FanDuel, DraftKings, it really doesn't matter. Minimum of 3,000 salary down to 13,000 or up to 13,000. These are the fantasy points you need or you need to project. So a lot of people like to do their own projections. A lot of people like to see if I take this person, they've got to score X amount. Normally, in the past, it's been 5 times value to hit, cash. It's more looking towards like 6 to 7 times value. And then 8 and 9 is what's going to take down in GPP. So if you take a player who's a $3,000 player, maybe because they're in for an injury, and you want to kind of see where they're at, they're going to need at least 27 fantasy points to take down in GPP. Most of the time, you're not going to find that. But you get down to here, and you can see like 5 times value, or 6 times value on a 5,400 player, they need to hit at least 32.4. And then this whole thing will be built out, and it'll be in just a tab for you guys. The tab, just a page under NBA. So that is a chart that hopefully is helpful. I don't know if it will be, but that's something people have asked about, and I wanted to bring that to you guys. So if that is something you're interested in, definitely let me know down below. If you have any questions throughout the day, let me know down below here. You can email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com, and trying to just help you guys as much as possible. So whatever plays that I tell you, if you guys do subscribe or get to our premium content, which you can find FTA Plus right here, in the lineups we give out, those are the plays that we use. Now, don't just use those. Use those as a guide. We're trying to make you a better DFS player. If you're just looking for lineups, and I actually had someone hit me up on Twitter. I won't give their name out, but they clearly didn't look at my profile that says the website, we do DFS, stuff like that. They're like, hey, we were killing it. And he threw out I'm like, yeah, let me see the lineup. And because I knew he didn't look at my profile, he threw out and showed, oh yeah, we cashed here on Fanduel with a score of like 2.8 or 310 or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I got 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago, our optimal lineup hit 350. We beat their lineup by 30 or 40. And I always like to see I don't want to say the competition, because I don't trust anyone that hits you up on Twitter and says DM us for prices, and then all they do is give you a lineup. With Fantasy Team Advisors or FTA Plus, we give you lineups, cheat sheets. You have these articles. We actually take time. Those guys just build lineups, sell lineups, and that's it. If that's what you want, go get scammed on. I've heard a lot of people get scammed on Twitter. But yeah, so if you want to check us out, 5-day pass for $9.99. The month pass, if you click on month pass right here, join FTA Plus now, hit and use the promo code NBA month, you're going to get this for half off. If you do year, you want to do a year, this includes every single sport. So it'll be 365 days of NBA, MLB, PGA, MMA, MLB, NFL, obviously while they're in season. All of that, $3.99, but if you use the promo code 300 off, you're going to get a year pass for $300 off. So you're going to get for $99. So any questions, comment down below or email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. And that's it. Hopefully we helped you out. Hopefully we can find some more value picks. If you liked this, if you want to stick around, we'll try to just build a little, just a lineup using some of the plays. Just kind of look through, who do we like. I'll just give you a couple of plays to build around, and if that's something you guys find helpful, definitely let us know. Yeah, so just kind of going through, and we've used DiVincenzo a couple of times, and he's come through. 4,900, he came at 30.75. So at 4,900, yeah, got right around 6 times value. He's 5,100 now, so about 6 times value is what he'd be looking at if he gets the 30 to 31. He's got a fantastic matchup here against Chicago. So you could always just throw him in there. I mean, 5,100 is not bad. You're still below the average here, so they're looking at 65. Then you can move into the small forward positions. Who do you like? Does anyone pop out when building those lineups? And you can just kind of see who's going to get the minutes, who's going to get the run. Gordon Hayward, I mean, he had a bad game at 31 minutes there, but he's had pretty good games. 7,000. His price is too high for me there. Just building through, who would you really like trust? So let's just look at center position. Antetokounmpo could be center position. I love Antetokounmpo here. So let's just throw him in center position right now, and we'll play around with it. Obviously, this isn't just the lineup we're going with, but you got to find the value somewhere. and you got to try and build your lineups out. So I'll give you one more here. With Blake Griffin being out, let's look at Detroit's depth chart real quick. Blake Griffin's out, so he should get in the run. I mean, he's got a sore foot, though, so, I mean, you never know. Played 10 minutes there. I don't really like that. So then you could look at Jeremy Grant. He might get the run. Yep, so Jeremy Grant's going to be the next man up here for power forward. 37 minutes there, 46.75. His price did go up, but Jeremy Grant is a fantastic opportunity for us. So if you look around, Jeremy Grant, Boston ranks 12th. So again, it's only been a handful of games. So those are just like, this would be more of a GPP lineup. This would be one that if you make multiple lineups, I would definitely look into throwing this in, single entry GPP lineup. I don't mind. So that's what I've got for you guys. Any questions, comment below or email me, and we will try to build you guys a fantastic lineup with our optimal lineup cheat sheet. Everything that FTA Plus has to offer. Good luck, guys, and as always, bring home that bacon.